The son of Rob and Michelle Riner has just entered a not guilty plea to charges of murdering his parents.
Nick Riner appeared in a Los Angeles courtroom a short time ago. He's accused of stabbing his parents to death inside their California home back in December. Nick was arrested hours after their bodies were found. His arraignment was delayed after his high-profile defense attorney left the case last month.
Joining us now, NBC News national correspondent Morgan Chesky and NBC News legal analyst Misty Marris. Morgan, we'll start with you. This hearing only lasted a few minutes. Take us through what happened in court.
Yeah, Kate and Clay, this was essentially the first true arraignment we've seen of Nick Riner. We were there in the courthouse the last time he appeared. As you mentioned, he was joined by Alan Jackson, who took that moment to say that he would no longer be representing Riner. The reason for that remains unknown. Following that meeting, we heard Jackson say that he was 100% confident that pursuant to California laws, Riner was innocent of this crime. And it was at that point he was assigned this public defender who we heard from today issue that plea of not guilty. As for Riner himself, while he was there in the courtroom wearing that jumpsuit, unshaven, he barely spoke at all. And this was a arraignment that lasted just a few minutes, long enough for that not guilty plea to be entered and for the judge to say that there will be a preliminary hearing currently slated for April 29th. So that is what transpired this morning in this high-profile case. Nick Riner now represented by a public defender. Guys?
Misty, let me go to you. Nick Riner's arraignment was delayed by more than a month. Is it unusual to see things play out so slowly through the court system?
Well, there were some unique challenges with this case. First, as Morgan said, Alan Jackson withdrawing from the case and a public defender being assigned is naturally going to cause delay so that that new attorney can pick up the case and make determinations about how to move forward. But keep in mind, there's a lot of information out there about the mental health struggles of Nick Riner. So in this particular case, there's a need to ensure that he is able, from a competency perspective, to move forward with the proceedings. So I suspect that that was a large reason behind the several delays that we've seen.
Misty, to complicate things further, prosecutors have not decided if they will seek the death penalty in this case, but that is a complicated matter out of the state of California, right? Can you explain why?
It is. Yes, it absolutely is. So the charge that Nick Riner faces, murder with special circumstances, is a death-eligible offense, meaning prosecutors could seek the death penalty. Now, they'll have to let the defense know in advance if they intend to do so. But keep in mind, California, there is a moratorium on the death penalty, so executions are not taking place. Individuals who are on death row, their sentences have been commuted to life sentences. So even though the law is still on the books, practically speaking, there really is no death penalty in California. So it's a very complicated path moving forward.
All right, Misty Marris, Morgan Chesky, thank you both.